Did you know that after the age of 60, the body begins to lose muscle every year? On average, it is 1 to 2% of your muscle mass. This condition is called sarcopenia. It means age-related muscle loss. It is not a disease. It is a natural process. The body makes less muscle protein. It absorbs nutrients less efficiently. Hormones that regulate muscle slowly decline over time. According to the World Health Organization in 2022, almost 45% of people over 65 experience muscle weakness. Simple actions can become a challenge. Climbing stairs, standing up and sitting down. Even lifting a light object can feel difficult. When muscle mass drops sharply, the risks increase. Falls, broken bones, loss of balance, needing help for daily activities. You may have felt this before. Your arms and legs feel weaker than they did a few years ago. Your hands sometimes shake when lifting a full glass of water. You feel tired and lose energy easily, even without a clear illness. Your appetite is lower, you eat less, and it becomes harder to keep your muscles. The main reason is a lack of protein and essential amino acids for muscle. With age, digestion and nutrient absorption also become weaker. Low physical activity and chronic diseases make muscle loss worse. This video will help you understand this problem clearly. It will also introduce 3 types of cheese. Studies show they provide high-quality protein, leucine, and calcium. These nutrients are key to keeping your muscles strong. They improve your strength, help you move freely, and stay independent in daily life. Before we begin, remember this. Muscle loss after 60 is not destiny. With a few changes in what you eat and the right nutrients, you can protect your muscles. You can walk with confidence and enjoy an active, independent later life. In a moment, I will share the first type of cheese. It may seem simple, but nutrition experts recommend it for people over 60 to protect muscle every day. Let us see what it is and how to eat it for the best results. One, cottage cheese. You may have seen cottage cheese on supermarket shelves. It is a white, soft cheese with small curds. It is slightly watery and often sold in plastic tubs. Many people think of it as a diet food from the 1980s. They believe it is bland and unappealing, but few people know this. Cottage cheese is one of the simplest, cheapest, and easiest to digest sources of protein for people over 60. It is especially valuable for those who worry about muscle loss and weakness. After the age of 60, the body does not only lose muscle faster, it also struggles to absorb and use protein as efficiently as it once did. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2013, showed that older adults need more high-quality protein than younger people. Only then can their muscles respond well and rebuild effectively. That is why a protein source that is easy to digest and rich in leucine, like cottage cheese, becomes precious. What nutrients are in cottage cheese? In half a cup, about 110 grams of low-fat cottage cheese, you receive many important nutrients. It is not only protein. 14 grams of high-quality protein. It provides all 9 essential amino acids to help the body maintain and build muscle. This is equal to the protein in 2 large eggs, but with only 81 kilocalories. It is suitable for a weight-controlled diet. More than 1 gram of leucine. This amino acid acts as a switch to trigger muscle protein synthesis. Older adults need more leucine than younger people for their muscles to respond effectively. Calcium, around 70 to 80 milligrams. It supports strong bones. It is necessary for muscle contraction and helps prevent osteoporosis. Phosphorus, around 120 milligrams. It works with calcium to keep bones and teeth healthy. It also helps convert food into usable energy in muscle cells. Vitamin B12, about 0.5 to 0.7 micrograms. It supports nerve health, reduces tingling in the hands and feet, aids blood formation, and improves memory. Riboflavin, vitamin B2, around 0.2 to 0.3 milligrams. It helps turn food into energy the body can use. It reduces tiredness. Selenium, around 9 to 10 micrograms. This is an important antioxidant. It protects muscles and nerves from free radical damage and supports thyroid function. Zinc, around 0.4 to 0.6 milligrams. It is needed for muscle tissue repair and faster wound healing. It is especially helpful for older adults with skin ulcers or slow-healing wounds. Sodium, between 100 and 400 milligrams, depending on the type. It helps balance body fluids and supports nerve signaling. If you are managing blood pressure, choose a low-salt option, under 150 milligrams per serving. Low saturated fat, about 1 to 2 grams. It is much less than in hard cheeses like cheddar, which is better for heart health. Natural probiotics, in some cottage cheese types. They support a healthy digestive system and help the body absorb protein and minerals better. Lower lactose than regular milk. It is easier to digest, especially for older adults sensitive to milk. Nearly 70% of its calories come from protein. The rest is from a small amount of fat and natural milk sugars. This gives you high protein without excess calories or sudden spikes in blood sugar. This is very important for people over 60 who often face metabolic problems or type 2 diabetes. Why is cottage cheese good for muscles after 60? The body needs many things to build muscle. It needs enough protein. It needs enough leucine. It needs a steady supply of amino acids throughout the day. Cottage cheese provides all three. 1. Leucine, the switch that triggers muscle building. When you eat protein, the body breaks it into amino acids. Among them, leucine acts as a signal. It tells your muscles to build and repair tissue. After 60, muscles respond less to protein. Studies show that older adults need around 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in each meal to trigger this process. With 1 gram of leucine in half a cup, cottage cheese helps you get closer to this target. It works even better when combined with other protein sources, such as eggs or fish. 2. Casein, a slow-digesting protein. Unlike whey protein, which absorbs quickly, casein digests slowly. It releases amino acids into the blood for 6 to 8 hours. This is very important because it protects muscles overnight when you are asleep and not eating. It prevents long gaps without nutrients, which can lead to hidden muscle loss. A study by the University of Florida in 2015 found that taking 30 grams of casein before bed reduced muscle breakdown significantly compared to not adding protein. 3. Easy to chew and digest. Many older adults have dental or digestive problems. This makes it difficult to eat red meat or tougher cuts of meat. Cottage cheese is soft, smooth, easy to swallow, and easier to digest than many other protein sources. What does medical research show? Journal of Nutrition, 2018. 972 older adults who added leucine from dairy products, including cottage cheese, increased lean muscle mass, and improved walking speed after 12 weeks. British Journal of Nutrition, 2016. A group that ate dairy protein with leucine 3 times a day increased hand grip strength by 17% compared to a group with lower protein intake. Clinical Nutrition, 2020. Low-fat dairy protein, such as cottage cheese, helped maintain muscle mass even during illness or periods of low activity, reducing the risk of long-term disability. Specific benefits for the body after 60. 1. For muscles and tendons. Prevents muscle wasting by providing a steady supply of amino acids. Supports faster recovery after exercise, illness, or surgery. Improves grip strength, an important marker of independence in later life. 2. For bones. Supplies calcium and phosphorus for bone structure. Combined with light exercise, it helps lower the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. 3. For the nervous system. Vitamin B12 and selenium protect peripheral nerves. They help reduce numbness, weakness, and tremors. How to use it? Amount. Minimum, half a cup, about 110 grams per day. Optimal, 1 cup, about 220 grams, split into 2 servings in the morning and before bedtime to protect muscles overnight. Timing. In the morning, after waking up, muscles are sensitive to protein after 8 to 10 hours without food. In the evening, 30 to 60 minutes before sleep, to maintain muscle overnight. How to prepare and combine. Eat directly with blueberries, strawberries, or ripe bananas for antioxidants. Blend it with almond or oat milk for a smoothie. Mix with vegetables and herbs for a salad, or eat with whole grain bread. Replace mayonnaise in chicken or tuna sandwiches to boost protein and reduce fat. Tips. Add cottage cheese to your usual breakfast. Spread on bread or pair with boiled eggs. Make a light dessert with fruit and a little honey. Use it as the main protein in an evening snack instead of tough red meat. Precautions and who should be careful. People with high blood pressure. Choose a low sodium type, under 150 milligrams per serving. People with lactose intolerance. Test a small amount first, or choose lactose-free cottage cheese. People with kidney disease. If a doctor has advised limiting protein, ask before increasing cottage cheese intake. Avoid adding too much salt or sugar, such as large amounts of honey or syrup. Cottage cheese is a simple, easy-to-find, and nutrient-rich foundation for the body after 60. But to truly optimize muscle strength and bone health, it should be combined with other dense protein sources, rich in calcium and easy to digest. Next, we will look at the second type of cheese. It is a nutritional gem, known in Italy as Parmigiano Reggiano, rich in protein and calcium, helping you move steadily with every step. 2. Parmesan cheese. Parmesan, traditionally called Parmigiano Reggiano, is known as the king of hard cheeses. It is made from high-quality cow's milk. It is naturally aged for at least 12 months and often up to 24 to 36 months. This long aging process gives it a rich flavor and a concentrated nutritional profile. For people over 60, Parmesan is more than just a topping to make meals tastier. It is a dense source of protein and calcium. It is easy to digest and contains almost no lactose. Very few dairy products or cheeses can offer this combination. As we age, many people struggle to absorb protein and calcium from food. This leads to weaker muscles, bone loss, shaky hands, and a higher risk of falling. Parmesan is considered a natural functional food. It delivers high-quality protein and essential minerals for muscles and bones. It does so without causing bloating or digestive discomfort. Why Parmesan is a superfood against muscle loss. In 28 grams, about 1 ounce of Parmesan, you get protein, about 10 grams. It contains all 9 essential amino acids and around 0.8 to 1.1 grams of leucine. It is about 40% more concentrated than soft cheeses because aging reduces water content. Calcium, 331 to 335 milligrams. This is around 25 to 30% of your daily needs. It is much higher than most cheeses and even regular milk. Phosphorus, 200 to 220 milligrams. It works with calcium to build strong bone density. Vitamin K2, MK7, about 1.8 to 2 micrograms. This nutrient helps direct calcium into bones instead of arteries. It is rare in cottage cheese. Vitamin A, around 250 international units. It supports vision and immune health. Vitamin B12, around 0.9 to 1 microgram. It helps produce red blood cells and protects nerves. Zinc, 0.9 to 1.2 milligrams. It is essential for muscle repair and immune function. Iodine, about 10 to 12 micrograms. It is important for thyroid health and less common in other cheeses. Sodium, about 330 to 350 milligrams. It comes from the salting and aging process and gives Parmesan its strong, savory flavor. Fat, around 6 to 7 grams. Most of it is short-chain fatty acids, such as butyrate, which support gut health and reduce inflammation. Cholesterol, 20 milligrams, a moderate level compared to many dairy products. Bioactive peptides, formed during the 24 to 36 months of aging. These have antioxidant effects and may support healthy blood pressure. The long aging process, up to 24 to 36 months, breaks down most of the lactose. It also partially breaks protein into small peptides and amino acids. This makes Parmesan easier to digest and absorb, even for older adults with weaker digestion. How Parmesan works on muscles and bones. 1. Triggers muscle building, leucine plus concentrated protein. Parmesan provides 10 grams of protein and 0.8 to 1 gram of leucine in every 28 grams. It activates muscle protein synthesis, the process of building new muscle. Aging makes muscles less responsive to protein. Thanks to its long aging process, Parmesan has a concentrated form of protein. The body absorbs it more efficiently than red meat, making it ideal for people over 60 who need more leucine to prevent muscle loss. 2. Maintains muscle for hours with a steady release of amino acids. Parmesan protein is mostly concentrated casein. It digests slowly and releases amino acids for 4 to 6 hours. This prevents long gaps without nutrition between meals. It is especially important for older adults who eat fewer meals or tend to skip meals. 3. Improves bone density and strength. Parmesan is rich in calcium and has an ideal calcium to phosphorus ratio of 1.3 to 1. This allows bones to absorb and use calcium more effectively. Vitamin K2, found only in long-aged cheeses, directs calcium into bones instead of arteries. This helps prevent osteoporosis while supporting heart health. 4. Supports connective tissue and tendons. Parmesan contains zinc, copper, and bioactive peptides created during long aging. These help stimulate collagen production in tendons and ligaments. They improve joint flexibility and reduce aches during movement. 5. Supports nerve muscle function and balance. Vitamin B12, magnesium, and potassium in Parmesan help nerve signaling and muscle contraction. They reduce hand tremors, ease night cramps, and improve reflexes for better balance. This lowers the risk of falls in older age. 6. Reduces chronic inflammation and protects muscles and joints. Bioactive peptides and short-chain fatty acids, such as butyrate, have natural anti-inflammatory effects. They protect muscle and joint tissue from damage caused by chronic inflammation. This is a hidden cause of muscle weakness and bone degeneration in older adults. Journal of Bone and Mineral Research, 2019. People who consumed calcium-rich dairy, especially Parmesan, had a 33% lower risk of osteoporosis compared to low dairy groups. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2018. Older adults who added 30 grams of Parmesan daily increased grip strength and walking speed after 3 months. European Journal of Nutrition, 2020. Protein from hard cheeses had 20 to 25% higher bioavailability than protein from red meat in people over 65. Key benefits for people over 60. Muscles. Increases lean muscle mass and reduces age-related or illness-related muscle loss. Bones. Supplies calcium and phosphorus to strengthen bones and lower fracture risk. Nervous system. Vitamin B12 and magnesium support nerve signaling, reducing tremors. Heart health. Parmesan fats are less harmful than unprocessed animal fats. It also provides vitamin A and K2 to support circulation. Digestion. Long aging lowers lactose and partially breaks protein, making it easier to digest even for those sensitive to milk. How to use Parmesan effectively. Amount: 1 to 2 tablespoons of freshly grated Parmesan, about 28 to 56 grams per day. Do not exceed 2 ounces, 56 grams, if you need to limit sodium or cholesterol. Timing: morning. Sprinkle on eggs or whole grain bread to boost breakfast protein. Lunch. Add to green salads, soups, or sandwiches for extra flavor and nutrition. Evening. Use in moderation if you already had a high-protein day. How to combine. Pair with salmon, grilled chicken, or eggs to reach enough leucine and protein per meal. Sprinkle on steamed vegetables, soups, or baked potatoes to enhance nutrition without adding much salt. Eat with walnuts or apples to add fiber and omega-3 for heart support. Safety notes. Choose whole Parmesan, Parmigiano Reggiano. Avoid pre-grated powders with additives or starch. People with high blood pressure, kidney disease, or sodium restrictions should use small amounts or low-sodium types if available. Do not rely on Parmesan as your only protein source. Include fish, eggs, beans, and yogurt for balanced amino acids and nutrients. If you are allergic to cow's milk, avoid Parmesan or consult your doctor first. Parmesan is a nutritional gem that boosts protein and calcium with a small daily amount. But for optimal muscle health, you also need fast-absorbing protein sources that work right after light activity. In the next part, we will explore ricotta cheese, a soft whey-based cheese known as an instant muscle boost for people over 60. 3. Ricotta cheese. If Parmesan is a nutrient treasure chest and cottage cheese is a slow-release protein source that feeds muscles overnight, then ricotta is the instant boost for muscles. This is especially important for people over 60 after physical activity. Ricotta is made from the whey left over after producing other cheeses, such as Parmesan or mozzarella. Whey is the lightest, easiest to digest, and fastest absorbing protein known to the human body. For older adults with weaker digestion and slower muscle-building processes, whey protein from ricotta is a valuable supplement. It delivers nutrients to muscles quickly, completely, and efficiently. Nutritional content, more than just protein. In half a cup, about 120 grams of whole milk ricotta, your body receives 14 grams of fast-acting protein, whey protein. Unlike cottage cheese, which contains slow-digesting casein, and Parmesan, which has concentrated protein, whey in ricotta is absorbed almost instantly. Muscles receive amino acids within 30 to 60 minutes after eating. High levels of BCAAS, around 1.2 grams of leucine, 0.8 grams of isoleucine, and 0.7 grams of valine. It has more leucine by weight than cottage cheese, ideal for triggering muscle recovery after activity. Beta-lactoglobulin and alpha-lactalbumin. These unique whey proteins boost glutathione production, a strong antioxidant that protects muscle cells from oxidative stress. Lactoferrin, around 20 to 30 milligrams. This rare bioactive peptide supports immunity, reduces muscle inflammation, and improves iron absorption, helping ease fatigue caused by mild anemia. Immunoglobulin, IgG. It supports gut health and immunity, which is especially useful for older adults with reduced defenses. Blood pressure-lowering peptides, ACE inhibitory peptides. Research in the Journal of Dairy Science, 2017, showed they help relax blood vessels and lower systolic blood pressure by 4 to 5 millimeters of mercury with regular whey protein intake. Calcium, about 150 milligrams, and phosphorus, around 120 milligrams. Similar to cottage cheese, but absorption is better thanks to whey peptides aiding transport. Minerals, potassium, and magnesium. They support muscle contraction and help regulate heart rhythm. Low sodium, around 100 milligrams. This is lower than Parmesan and standard cottage cheese, making it safer for people with high blood pressure. Healthy fats, around 6 grams, with a higher proportion of medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs. These are easily converted into quick energy for the body after activity. Natural probiotics, depending on production method. They support gut microbiota, improve nutrient absorption, and help reduce mild inflammation in older adults. The key point is this: whey protein in ricotta is absorbed extremely quickly. It delivers amino acids to muscles within 30 to 60 minutes. This matches the golden window for muscle building after physical activity, when muscles can take in almost twice as much protein as normal. How ricotta works on muscles and health after 60. 1. Rapid muscle recovery after activity. When you walk, garden, climb stairs, or lift objects, muscle fibers experience tiny tears. This is a natural process that triggers stronger muscle growth. After 60, the body loses the ability to build new protein as fast as before. Muscles become weaker, and soreness lasts longer. Ricotta contains whey protein and BCAAs. Leucine triggers muscle protein synthesis, the process of building new muscle. Isoleucine helps increase energy for muscles. Valine reduces fatigue and speeds up recovery. Because it absorbs within 30 to 60 minutes, ricotta delivers these nutrients immediately. It helps repair damage quickly, reduces soreness, and restores strength more effectively. 2. Protects muscle mass and prevents sarcopenia. People over 60 may lose 3 to 8% of muscle mass every decade. This is a main reason for gradual weakness and frequent falls. Ricotta, with its easily digested protein, helps. Replace protein quickly when main meals do not provide enough. Limit muscle breakdown during hospital stays, recovery periods, or long-term chronic illness. 3. Improves nerve muscle strength. Besides protein, ricotta provides vitamin B12, maintains the protective layer of nerves, ensuring signals for movement are fast and accurate. Potassium and magnesium balance electrolytes, reduce cramps, and support smooth muscle contractions. This leads to a firmer grip, steadier steps, and fewer hand tremors or slips while walking. 4. Supports circulation and blood pressure. Whey protein in ricotta contains bioactive peptides. These small chains of amino acids gently relax blood vessels. They improve circulation and help lower blood pressure. Research in the Journal of Dairy Science, 2017, showed that people over 55 who consumed 20 grams of whey protein daily for 12 weeks reduced systolic blood pressure by 4 to 5 millimeters of mercury. This supports overall heart health. 5. Enhances calcium and mineral absorption. Whey protein helps the gut absorb more calcium. It guides calcium into bones more effectively. This lowers the risk of osteoporosis and fractures caused by falls, a common problem in older adults. Scientific research supporting ricotta's benefits. Journal of the American Geriatrics Society, 2019. O participants, 389 people aged 60 to 85. O method, whey protein equal to 2 servings of ricotta, twice daily with light exercise for 3 months. O result, 15% improvement in arm and leg strength, better ability to rise from a chair, and faster walking speed. British Journal of Nutrition, 2016. Older adults consuming whey protein high in leucine gained 20% more lean muscle than those eating protein from red meat, thanks to faster absorption and stronger activation of muscle building. Clinical Interventions in Aging, 2018. Daily whey protein reduced falls by 23% in people over 70 by increasing muscle strength and improving balance. European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2020. Whey protein supported muscle recovery 30% faster after surgery or long hospital stays. Key benefits for people over 60. Muscles. Faster recovery after light activity. Less soreness. Prevention of age or illness-related muscle loss. 2. Bones. Better calcium absorption. Lower risk of osteoporosis. Improved bone density with exercise. 3. Nerves and muscles. Reduced tremors and cramps. Better reflexes and grip strength. 4th. Circulation. Gentle blood vessel relaxation, lower blood pressure, improved blood flow to muscles and the brain. 5. Digestion. Whey protein is light, easy on the stomach, and suitable for people who chew poorly or have a poor appetite. How to use ricotta effectively. Amount: half to 1 cup, 120 to 240 grams per day. Split into 1 or 2 servings, especially within 2 hours after activity, to make use of the golden window for muscle recovery. Timing: after activities such as walking, physiotherapy, gardening, or housework. At breakfast or as an afternoon snack when the body needs quick nutrients. Ways to prepare: mix ricotta with honey and cinnamon. Spread on whole grain bread. Blend into a smoothie with banana, blueberries, and almond milk for a protein-rich snack. Stuff into vegetables like courgette or bell peppers and bake for an easy-to-eat main dish. Use in a creamy pasta sauce or stir into oats for a more nutritious meal. Safety notes: choose pure ricotta made only from milk, enzyme, and a little salt. Avoid products with added sugar, cream, or preservatives. People with kidney disease should ask a doctor before increasing protein to avoid stressing kidney function. Ricotta is supportive food, not a medicine, and should not replace prescribed treatments. Keep refrigerated at 2 to 4 degrees Celsius and consume within 3 to 5 days after opening to avoid bacterial contamination. Ricotta is a powerful ally for aging muscles. It provides fast, easily digested protein and nutrients to help muscles recover, maintain strength, and support independence for longer. If cottage cheese nourishes muscles overnight and Parmesan strengthens bones and muscles over time, ricotta gives immediate support. Used correctly, it can bring visible improvements in just a few weeks. 4. Feta cheese. Feta cheese is a traditional Greek cheese with a history of hundreds of years. It is made mainly from goat's milk or sheep's milk, sometimes a mix of both. This creates its creamy texture, natural mild saltiness, and light, pleasant aroma. It is soft, slightly crumbly, easy to eat, and easy to combine with many everyday dishes. What makes feta stand out from many other cheeses is its unique nutritional profile. It is rich in various nutrients, but 2 are especially important for people over 60. Vitamin K2 and bioactive peptides. These rare nutrients play a key role in protecting muscles and bones as we age. 1. Complete protein, the foundation for muscle. With just 50 to 70 grams, about 2 to 3 thin slices, feta provides 10 to 12 grams of high-quality protein. It contains all 9 essential amino acids that the body cannot produce on its own. This protein is easier to digest than red meat or full-fat dairy products, suitable for older adults with sensitive digestion. Leucine in this protein helps trigger muscle building and limits age-related muscle loss. 2. Vitamin K. 2. The rare nutrient that guides calcium to the right place. Each 50 to 70 gram serving of feta contains about 25 to 30 micrograms of vitamin K, 2 point. This is much higher than in most common cheeses. K2 acts like a guide, directing calcium into bones and muscle fibers instead of letting it build up in blood vessels. Regular K2 intake strengthens bones, lowers the risk of osteoporosis, and helps prevent arterial calcification. This often happens when people take calcium supplements without enough vitamin K2. 3. Natural bioactive peptides, supporting circulation and heart health. The fermentation of goats' and sheep's milk produces unique bioactive peptides. These help blood vessels relax gently, improving circulation to muscles. Better blood flow means muscle fibers receive more oxygen and nutrients. This reduces fatigue, hand tremors, and supports better endurance during activity. These peptides also give light support to heart function, which is beneficial for older adults. 4. Calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin B12, a trio for bones and nerves. Calcium and phosphorus in feta maintain bone density. They support muscle contraction, preventing cramps and weakness during movement. Vitamin B12 plays a vital role in nerve signaling. It improves reflexes and coordination, reducing the risk of imbalance and falls. Together with protein and K2, they form a double shield that protects both muscles and bones. 5. Low lactose and easy to digest. Feta contains much less lactose than milk or some industrial cheeses. It is less likely to cause bloating or digestive discomfort, which many older adults experience with dairy. Its soft texture and easy-to-chew form make it suitable for people with weak teeth or poor appetite. The effects of feta cheese. 1. Vitamin K2, the guide for calcium. When calcium intake is high but vitamin K2 is lacking, calcium can deposit in blood vessels. This raises the risk of artery stiffness, while bones remain weak. K2 in feta activates osteocalcin proteins. These guide calcium to bone structure and muscle fibers, making bones stronger and muscles firmer. 2. Muscle support. Protein in feta is rich in leucine. It triggers muscle building like other cheeses. Its effect is enhanced by better blood circulation and stronger bones. This creates a more stable base for daily movement. 3. Improves circulation and supports heart health. Bioactive peptides in feta gently relax blood vessels. This improves blood flow to muscles, reducing weakness and hand tremors. Regular consumption, especially low-salt types, may help lower blood pressure in older adults. 4. Helps with steady movement and balance. Stronger muscles, denser bones, and improved circulation reduce the risk of falls. Falls are the leading cause of hip fractures in people over 65. Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism, 2021. Study of 124 adults over 65 who consumed vitamin K2-rich foods, including feta and Swiss cheese, for 12 weeks. Results. Bone density increased 4.5% compared to those without K2. Arterial stiffness decreased by 6%, reducing calcium buildup in blood vessels. Mobility arm and leg strength improved noticeably, and fall risk decreased by 18%. European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2019. Adults who ate 2 to 3 servings of feta or other fermented K2 rich cheeses weekly had a 31% lower risk of hip fractures compared to those eating less than 1 serving per week. Tufts University, 2022, highlighted the role of vitamin K2 in making calcium supplements more effective, preventing the common issue of high calcium but weak bones in older adults taking only calcium tablets. Specific benefits for people over 61. Muscles, O protein and leucine prevent muscle loss. K2 improves calcium binding in muscle fibers, making movement stronger and steadier. O helps with standing, sitting, and climbing stairs more easily. 2. Bones. K2 directs calcium into bones, increasing density and reducing osteoporosis and fracture risk. It works better than taking calcium supplements alone. 3. Circulation. O bioactive peptides help blood vessels relax, improving muscle blood flow and reducing tremors and weakness. O supports stable blood pressure when low-salt feta is chosen. 4. Heart health. O prevents calcium buildup in arteries, lowering the risk of heart attack and stroke. O natural fermentation supports digestion and may slightly reduce cholesterol. 5. Nervous system. O vitamin B12 protects nerves, improves reflexes, coordination, and reduces numbness in hands and feet. How to use feta. Amount: 50 to 70 grams daily, about 2 to 3 thin slices. Timing: O best at lunch or dinner with green vegetables and whole grains to improve absorption of vitamin K2 and calcium. O can also be used as a light snack for extra protein. Ways to prepare: O make a Greek salad with cucumber, tomato, olives, and extra virgin olive oil. O eat with whole grain bread and walnuts or almonds. O add to soups or savory porridge to increase protein for a light dinner. Safety notes. People on blood thinners, such as warfarin, should ask their doctor before increasing vitamin K2 foods to avoid drug interactions. Choose pure feta made from goat's or sheep's milk, with low sodium, under 250 milligrams per 30 grams, to avoid raising blood pressure. Do not replace all protein sources with feta. A varied intake of fish, meat, eggs, and beans is still needed for balanced nutrients. Cheese supports bone and muscle health, but does not replace osteoporosis medication or medical muscle therapy. Tips to boost effectiveness. 1. Combine with vitamin D and sunlight to help the body use calcium and K2 fully for bones and muscles. 2. Eat with healthy fats such as olive oil, nuts, or avocado, because K2 is fat-soluble and absorbs better this way. 3. Split your intake into 2 smaller servings instead of 1 large one to help the body absorb protein and nutrients steadily. 4th, pair with light resistance exercise 2 to 3 times a week so your muscles fully use the protein and calcium you add, increasing strength effectively. Feta cheese is more than just another protein source. Its high vitamin K2 and bioactive peptides give it a special advantage for both muscles and bones after 60. Just a few slices daily can make muscles stronger, build a solid bone framework, and significantly reduce the risk of falls and fractures. Benefits unmatched by most other cheeses on this list. Muscle loss after 60 is not something that must happen. It is a natural process, but we can slow it down. In some cases, we can even reverse part of it. The key is to care for the body the right way every day. Just a few small changes to your meals can make a big difference. Half a cup of cottage cheese in the morning. A slice of Parmesan sprinkled on your lunch. A serving of soft ricotta for dinner with some greens and fruit. These give your muscles the building blocks they need to repair and grow stronger again. If you keep this habit for 60 to 90 days and add light resistance exercises, you will notice the difference. Simple movements such as walking, sitting down and standing up, or lifting a bottle of water will become easier. Your steps will feel steadier. Your grip will be stronger. Your body will feel more flexible. You will not only gain strength, you will regain confidence and joy in doing everyday tasks on your own. Please remember, all the information in this video is for support and reference only. If you are being treated for chronic illness or taking medication daily, consult your doctor before changing your diet or increasing protein intake. If you found today's message helpful, please press like to let me know I am on the right track. Share this video with family and friends over 60. Just a few spoons of cheese each day may help them stay strong, independent, and enjoy moving freely for many more years. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. You will not miss the next videos, where I will continue to share nutrition tips and healthy lifestyle guidance to help you and your loved ones stay well and happy at any age. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we will explore simple foods that can make a big difference to health in later life.